There we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back once again for today's game, Nottingham Forest versus Aston Villa in the Premier League. And as you can tell, different location. This is at uni, but we do have the game. I cannot wait. It is going to be a very big game, and I think this is defining for Gerard. I really do think if this result goes not only bad but horrifically bad, I think his job is out. A lot of people have had their own little opinions on this. I personally think with uh, with the results recently, with the fact that we didn't beat Leeds, Southampton game was pretty poor. We did win the game, but it was a terrible game. Um, these results can't keep going on, and if we lose today, we are in some serious trouble. But hello, welcome everyone to the stream. Forest versus Aston Villa, the only game. It is a Monday night kickoff, a Midlands derby between two European Cup winners, and they unfortunately have one more than us. And we do have comments here as well. Dozin says two-time European champion versus one-time European champion. Yeah, I remember when we were in the championship. This fixture was the first time two European Cup winners had met, not in the first tier, which I find quite interesting to be fair. But yeah, how you doing, Dozin? Yeah, Dean. To be fair, he does like an early comment usually, but he hasn't done one so far. How you doing, Isabel? And yeah, this is technically a uni room reveal, if you want to call it that. But yeah, big game today. We've got several injuries, as you guys may have heard. Leon Bailey, a very big injury. He's not on the wing, unfortunately, for Aston Villa. You may see just on the screen here. It is going to be a bit rough today, I think. No Archer, somehow. How does Archer not play? I have no idea. This man is wasted talent, basically. Someone who I think could score a lot of goals, could do well for Aston Villa. We've got a problem with scoring goals. Watkins has won, Ings has won. We seriously need to, to improve in the final third, and we have players on the bench that are not getting used. Once again, Archer not being used. How you doing, Dean? He says Forest 2, Aston Villa 1, and then he's gone for Villa 2, Forest 0. Well, you kind of need to make up your mind there, Dean. Seems to think he's either one or the other. Isabel says, love the effort of putting the Villa top on the bed. Well, I've bought the new Villa shirts, and I was trying to think of a way to do my background. I think I may get like something to put on my wall and put my shirts there. But yeah, this is as makeshift as you could possibly get, to be honest. Yeah, I am at uni. This is my uni apartment. How you doing, Tom? Score prediction, guys. Give me your score predictions. I will give you mine. After I've read a few, I'll give you my score prediction too. I think I might surprise people today. Dean says I won't and didn't bother buying the shirt. Oh, why not? Why not? Back the Villa boys. I know. Look, there's some things I don't agree with, like the raising of the ticket prices and the Villa shirts. They were originally, I think, £65. I bought them over the weekend on a discount. But 65 quid for a team that finished 14th in the Premier League, a team that's struggling in the Premier League now. I think it's a bit of a joke, really. Shirt prices and just everything in general is flying. You say this comment every time it does. But yeah, this is a European, two former European winners, neck and neck today in a Midlands derby. How cool is that? The only two Midland sides to have won the European Cup. Two of the five teams in England to have won the European Cup. The others being Manchester United, Liverpool, and Chelsea. But two of them are in the Midlands, and they're facing off today. Forest massively need a win. You can see on the table just here, bottom of the table, 1 win in 8, and that was a win over West Ham. I think Iwanyi scored a goal that day, and that was at the City Ground, which we're here at. Villa haven't won away from home. We're going to have to do something that we haven't done this season, which is to beat a team on the road. We've lost to Bournemouth. We lost to Crystal Palace. We drew with Leeds in our last away game. I'm just really trying to think. Did we have another one? Arsenal. We lost away at Arsenal as well. So our away record is pretty poor. But we are unbeaten in 3, which, as you can see from Leeds United down, that is the best form in the league, which is terrible. It really does say how bad the teams down the bottom are. but maybe we can pick up something special. Dean says, I don't like the shirt. I don't like how we're fading away from traditional claret and blue to expect. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. I like the shirt though. Castorio, okay. Not the best shirt manufacturer, but it's not too bad. Not too bad. We're gonna go into guys. Give me your score predictions. I know some of you already have. I'm gonna go for Forest 1, Villa 2. I think we could just sneak it. That's just me being really optimistic. Some people have called me out recently because I don't really have that much optimism. And I think, away from home against a poor team like Forest, I think realistically we should win. I know Villa are terrible, and Gerrard. You lot know my opinions of Gerrard hasn't been that great recently. But we still should win this, and if we lose, he has to go. It's that simple. There's no excuse for losing. And yeah, I cannot think of a reason why he shouldn't be out the door if we lose today. They would be outside the bottom three, and it would put Southampton. Well, actually, no, because of goal difference, it actually only put them up to 18th, but it would remove them off the bottom of the table and put Leicester back there. Dozin says 2-0 to Villa. Ados saying 4-1 to Forest does not surprise me. But yeah, the Villa lineup, I'll go through it. I did mention it briefly. Leon Bailey getting injured. As you can see on screen, Martinez in goal. Cash, Konsa, Mings, Ashley Young make up the back four. Cash at right back. Ashley Young playing left back finally in his correct position. McGinn, Douglas Luiz, Ramsey make up that midfield three. And I presume it is a front three of Emi Buendia, Ollie Watkins and Felipe Coutinho. And I know before we have tried this two-cam formation with Watkins, but that didn't work. So I'd be very disappointed to see if that happens again. But yeah, we shall see. Do you wait? I'm just reading comments from Ballum. How you doing? Hello. Okay. Why are you hiding in the Notts Forest owner's bedroom? Win here. We go up to 9th. Here we go. I want the win. Monday night to remember. Will you give a wave to the camera? Why would I wave to? Why would I wave to the camera? That's my real question. I do want the win though. I think the win is massively important. I think Archer. He says here, will Archer? Will Cameron come on? I think he should come on. I think he should be starting. There we go. AJ, please be around your emails tomorrow. I want to talk to you about a room design and paint and that. You'll understand more. Okay, fair enough. Archer will come on 95th minute. No, all right, there you go. There's the wave. Whatever. There's the wave. That seemed very weird today. But yeah, Aston Villa versus Nottingham Forest. I think it's as big as you get, really. From Villa, you want a team to beat away from home. Like you're not going to have not to be harsh on Nottingham Forest, but they're not going to be much easier than this. So we shall see. I'm just going to get a lineup for Nottingham Forest as well. Give me a second. Let's get their lineup here. So they're going to the 4-2-3-1. Henderson in goal on loan for Man United. Aurier, Cook, McKenna, and Toffolo is their back four. Chiarte and Freuler is their holding pivot. Johnson, Gibbs, White, Yates make up their attacking three. And Emmanuel Dennis is their striker. And if you guys do remember, Emmanuel Dennis caused us problems for Watford last year. He did score the winning goal at Villa Park in a 1-0 win. And I think he might have scored in the 3-0 loss as well on the opening day of last season. So yeah, Dennis, he causes issues. He causes a lot of problems. He's a good striker. He hasn't properly hit the ground running yet at Nottingham Forest. He's played a few games. Has yet to score for his new club. Maybe today will be the day for Nottingham Forest. But yeah, not bad side, I gotta say. I really struggle to see how that team is bottom of the Premier League. It's so weird to see that, personally. But yeah, there we go. I've got it on screen for myself. Would you take Steve Cooper? He's not Premier League proven. I think he's a good manager, and I know he's struggling now, but it is difficult. It's his first ever time in the Premier League. He got a team. I think they were in the bottom three, and then they turned it around, got promoted last season. And yeah, they did very well. But he's not Premier League proven, and time will tell. Time will tell if he can keep Nottingham Forest up, because right now it is starting to look a little bit unlikely. But it is one of those. We are very early into the season, to be quite fair. How many games have we played? We've played literally not even 10. Forest have only played 8. We are underway at the City Ground for Nottingham Forest versus Aston Villa. Come on, you Villa boys. We really need something special, I think, if we're going to push away from our horrible run. We need to actually do something in the final third, to be quite honest, because we have struggled to do that of late. World Cup break soon. Also, hang on, I'm just reading more comments. Why didn't you be a shirt sponsor for Notts Forest? I'll start the bad jokes. Let's start the match. I can't believe they don't have a shirt sponsor. I find that so bizarre. It is one of the most random things for a team to have. I've never known it. Well, I've known it in like lower leagues, but not a Premier League side where they get millions and millions for shirt sponsors. You know, all the like the gambling sites and stuff. And then Forest have struggled to get anyone through the door. I find it really odd, considering all the players they bought in. They can buy all those players, and then they struggle to struggle to get a shirt sponsor. The World Cup break will, I think, definitely be very interesting. You might even see like the switch in form for teams. I think it'll be good for teams like Leicester to have a reset, maybe even Villa, to be honest. Especially say we lose tonight, Gerrard gets the sack. We could bring in a new manager. He won't have he'll have a few games to get himself settled, and then the month to properly get himself invested into the club and get his tactics right. And the players who don't go abroad to play football, he can get his point across. But yeah, we shall see. Got a bad feeling about this game, says Gypsy Lad. I feel you there. I do think we'll win today. But I can see where you're coming from. It's one of those games. Steve Cooper signed a new deal for Forest. So you think this will be the game that they could push on in the Premier League? They've not really kick-started their season very well. They beat West Ham, but since then they've done very little. Dean says, amaze me how you watching it might as well. Amaze me how you watching it might as well throw Sporter in the bin like they did with his goal. You scouting players for Aston Villa real life, going Exeter and Plymouth match soon. I meant in the World Cup. You scouting players for Aston Villa real life, going Exeter and Plymouth match soon. I don't know what you mean by that, mate. At least we can say both clubs. Oh yeah, exactly. Both clubs are champions of Europe. Yeah. Southampton manager leaving apparently. I've heard issues with Hassan Hootel. I've not heard that he's leaving for definite, but there's definitely unsettlement with him and his position. I'm watching it on Sky, mate. I'm watching it on Sky Sports. Sky Sports main event. Buendia, that's a heavy tackle, by the way. And the first bit of real commentary I've had to say, Toffolo going strong there. On Emi Buendia, free kick to Aston Villa 3 minutes into the game. And I just realised I need to do that. There we go. But yeah. Jacob Ramsey, left-hand side, cross comes in. And it's took a deflection. It will be a corner kick to Aston Villa. It's a positive start from Villa. Exeter Plymouth match soon. It's a local. Oh yeah, it's a local game, isn't it? Yeah. Are you the pool boy for that? Oh man, that is funny. Luis to take the corner for Aston Villa. I mean, he loves these curling corners. Will he try it again? I think some teams will wisen up to it now. He scored against Bolton, Walsall. Yeah, he's gone short this time. It's the edge of the box even. And the shot's charged down. Maybe a second bite at it. Again, it's deflected. It's scrambly. It's a bit of a mess for Nottingham Forest. Villa get a corner out of it. I think Cook did very well to block that. Nottingham Forest. Ooh. I mean, it was a good set piece routine actually for Villa for once. It wasn't a clean strike from John McGinn. He had 2 shots at it, and both time it didn't travel towards the goal. It's a very scrappy clearance, and Forest got it away. And they do have the ball with Henderson right now. 4 minutes gone, 0-0 between the two sides. My score prediction today, Stealth, is a 2-1 away win for Aston Villa. But that is a very optimistic prediction, I think. If that is to happen, we will have to play at the very, very best of our ability, really. Aston Villa need to score last match. Goal was frustrating. We couldn't break down a team with a low block with 10 men. Pretty much an embarrassing score. Felt like a loss. I was very annoyed for a while, actually, after the game. because the game was there for the taking. It was 2 points dropped. Leeds did very well, battled hard, got their point, and probably deserved it with their defending. Paper Wings a game cat saying he's going 1-1. Both managers then get sacked. I mean, that would be funny, wouldn't it? I think saying that Cooper's job's probably as secure as ever right now. He signed a new deal and a long one at that. So I think the Nottingham Forest owner, who's invested a lot of money, thinks he can win trophies in the fair near future. He has seemed to back his manager. I think it's early to do that. I get not sacking him, but to give him a new deal, I think is very ballsy. I do respect it because a lot of managers get the sack for something like this. We've seen it before. We'll see it again. But yeah, time will tell if that will be the right decision. I will. Yeah, if we don't have a mod in chat, I'll sort that out myself. I don't know why this is happening, to be honest. Something like that happened the last time I did the stream as well. I get attacked. There we go. I cleared it. 1-0 Villa is your prediction, says Knick-Knack. Yeah, I'm seeing more predictions for Villa than against, which I think is fair. Even though we are poor, we are playing a team who are literally bottom of the Premier League. So yeah. Pressure on Steven Gerrard. I think that is the biggest understatement of the year. Matty Cash back from injury will help his cause, though. Having another defender back, we have so many defensive issues with Diego Carlos, with Augustinson, with Kamara out. We've had a lot of problems. Cash finally coming back will help. Luca Digne as well, left back. We've had to play Ashley Young, 37 years old. We had to play him at right back. Someone who spent most of his career on left wing playing for Villa, Man United, Watford. And then in his final few years, he used to play left back. But then to ask him to play at right back is just, it's crazy to me. But we had to do it because we didn't have the squad depth. And to be quite fair to Young, I don't think he did too badly. But he's finally back in his preferred position tonight. Gypsy Lad says, I think we'll lose 2-0. I get why there is fear with the Villa fans about today. I fully understand it. I think we have been very poor. And Forest, this is their game. I think if you're a Forest fan, you look at this and you think this is your moment now to push on. A poor Villa side. Oh, see, that's proved my point really. Cross from the right has sailed over everyone and has gone for a throw into Nottingham Forest. Former Forest player Matty Cash as well, with that abysmal ball across. You look at Villa as a Forest fan, surely, and you think this is it. This is, if you don't win today, you're going to be in for such a long season. You're playing a terrible Villa team at home. Villa, one of the worst away records in the Premier League. You gotta go for it, surely. CJ asked the question, why isn't Archer playing? And I think every Villa fan asked that question. And we really don't know why. I think Gerrard is stubborn. And he really thinks he can get the best of Watkins, I suppose. I don't know, really. Every week, I don't want to be a broken record, but every single week I ask the question, why is, Cameron Archer not playing for Aston Villa? And every week I'm dealt with this. And I don't really know what to say as a response. I loved it when we were in the Championship. I get why you said that, but I hate the Championship personally. I just hated, the teams that we used to play. It used to not become football at some point. You'd go away at Rotherham and they'd kick you to pieces. You play such poor sides, and they wouldn't want to play a game of football. They want to kick you to death, play for corners, and I miss the tickets, how cheap they were, and I miss being able to always go to a game very easy. I wouldn't have to think about it. Because as soon as you get in the Prem, the ground's full up. Cross comes in from the right again, cleared away. Villa have won it back. That should be a foul. Oh, the referee's waved it away. I think that was Emi Buendia has gone down. And the ball's played back to halfway line. Questionable. I think Buendia was fouled there. I think it's a bit of dodgy refereeing. We need a decision like that. But yeah, back to my point. I think I do miss aspects of the Championship, but I'm so glad that we're not there anymore, if I'm going to be honest. Ballum says, hello, AJ. With Erling Haaland scoring for fun, how satisfied are you with the draw with Manchester? Decent result in general. I think it was a very good result. And am I wrong with saying I think we've dealt with Haaland better than almost everybody? I know he scored, but he was very quiet in the game. And we didn't lose to City, so happy days. I think a lot of teams have struggled with Haaland. Even top teams have struggled. And you know, a lot of people banter Villa. Even I banter Villa, to be honest. But I think Tyrone Mings played very well against Haaland. Bullied him for most of that game. I think we deserved the point. Balam says, "Hey, Aston Villa. I think you mean a win takes us 9th. You'll want a top 10 finish at least with the investment of the squad. You would expect that with this team. This team is a top 10 team, but I don't think it's a top 10 management, and that is where the results have been pretty poor. I think that's the reason why." Gypsy Dad says the money we have to spend, and I think to ourselves, where are we going? Well, look at Newcastle, right? Newcastle within like a year have done what our project was or has been for like the last few. And Newcastle literally did it in a year. Free kick to Aston Villa. Buendia fouled once again. This time it was given. Forest are complaining. I think, was that Kiyato the foul? Former West Ham man. Yeah, he catches Buendia. There's no well, there should be no complaint from Kiyato, but there is. And Villa do get a free kick. 11.5 minutes gone here. It is Forest 0, Aston Villa 0. I've just realised. Oh no, we do have a timer. We do have a timer. I didn't update on my screen. Okay. Are you doing Aston Villa shorts as well? Your stream is in front of your game. Happy days. I'd rather that the other way around. The money we have to spend, and I think to ourselves, where we're going. Oh, sorry, I read that before. I want to be faithful. Going to. My throat has been a bit dry. Going to nil Coutinho and Watkins. Nick Nat said the championship is a very long, old slog. Home advantage at play there. I just really dislike the championship for most of it. There's a few positives, but I never want to be there again. Yeah, my prediction today is 2-1 to Aston Villa. I'm hoping the goals come from midfield. Coutinho's free kick hits the wall. That might count as a shot on target for anyone who's doing any gambling or any bets about the game. I saw some earlier about Coutinho getting shots on target. I think that might count. How is this happening? I have to fully ban this. I put it in timeout, but I'm going to have to hide user on the channel. There we go. The only bet I've ever done is today Villa. Not fair enough. Actually, hope you win. Well, we are in desperate need. Cross on the left for Villa. We do. Oh, well, we should have won a corner there. The backspin of the ball actually kept it in play. And Forest have a counter attack here. It's like, well, it could have been 3-on-3, but they slowed the ball down. There's Kiarte. Now play to the right hand side. Johnson. Oh, teasing ball into the box. Only just dealt with by the Villa defence. Played up to halfway line towards Ollie Watkins. Forest win the header. Villa get the second ball. Again, play it to the... My God, my throat. My throat is so dry, man. What is going on? We are just about defending what we need to. That should be a free kick to Forest, surely. Yeah, Tyra Mings with a shove there. There's no complaint from me. Yeah, what is he doing? Emmanuel Dennis cut inside, and Mings just had to shove him. I think the complaint there must be he must be just frustrated with himself rather than the actual decision, because there's no way he's going to get away with it. I am going to drink some water. I just don't know where my water bottle is. I must have it in my bag somewhere. But yeah, I'm actually dying. Free kick to Forest. 15 minutes gone here. Forest 0. Aston Villa 0. Ballum says, surprised Notts Forest didn't sign you in the summer as midfielder. You again against McGinn and Douglas Luiz would be amazing. Is your name AJ Diaz? Are you from Chile? Free kick to Forest. Header, goal. 1-0 to Nottingham Forest from the free kick. Oh my goodness me. Villa are a goal down, and it's Emmanuel Dennis. What I say? I said before the game he scored against Villa. He's got a knack of doing it, and I asked the question: will he score his first goal for Nottingham Forest against Villa? And he's done it again. It's a great header. But it's shocking defending from Villa, I gotta say. Oh, it really is. Is that Tyrone Mings' man? Struggling to see. Cross comes in. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, Mings is watching. What is he doing? Mings literally ball watching there as Dennis comes across him and puts Forrest ahead. I'm going to get a drink. My throat is literally closing up. I don't know what's going on. It's a good time to do that, I think. I actually don't know where my... Oh, there it is. What a shambles. We are a joke. We absolutely are a joke. Their first shot in the game has gone into the back of Villa's net. And it's where I read the replies because I had to miss out on a few comments. Noel actually made a very nice comment here. Saying a really joyous stream, and you were bang on the money about the hype around Villa finishing top 6. It's bang average team. If we finish top 10, it'll be a miracle. Thanks for the shout out. Oh, I really do love that comment. Thank you. I called this from a mile off. I said in pre-season that Villa were going to struggle, and we have. It's that simple. We have struggled massively. Dear Lord, man. How Tyrone Mings doesn't get that header, by the way. He just literally sits there and watches. Not a good start by any means.
Red shelling fifth, man. What do you want me to do with that? I'm literally...
Oh, I've just had a fight. Thank you very much. Oh my days. I'm gonna have to... What is with the bots today? I'll put that... I'll hide that user as well. Dear Lord. We are a shambles, aren't we? I'm still reading through comments. I apologise. Mings like Harry Maguire 2.0. Oh dear, that was easy. And then a lot of people laughing, which is fair. We had one job. Caused that to be Dennis' first goal. I did say this. Mike also saying pathetic. Just would be Dennis, wouldn't it? Dennis hurt us so much last season. Wonder why I put us to lose. Is that a plain beige poster in the back? That is not. That is actually a... What is that? It's like a pin board. You pin stuff to it. It's like standard generic stuff in uni accommodation. A bit of a weak foul considering Mings played the ball. How does Danny Ings not get into his team? Gerrard needs to go. Gerrard won't go. AJ, have you changed out? This is a uni accommodation, by the way, guys. My God, my throat. Football's woeful. Can't defend, can't score goals coming from West Ham fan. We are shocking. It's not even a joke anymore. We are absolutely well and truly abysmal. And I'm not even surprised. I'm genuinely not surprised anymore. Villa do get a free kick for Felipe Coutinho. And my stream is having issues right now. But yeah. What is going on with me? But yeah, Villa are terrible. We are absolutely terrible. I did say at the very start of today, if we were to lose today, he's got to go. There's no excuse. He literally has no excuse. Why we got a set piece coach does nothing to the club. The foul as well. I just said as well before the free kick came in. Why did we give the foul in the first place? It's such a silly foul to give away. I need to take a second to just breathe. I thought we'd win this 2-1. I know it's early days, but first shot, first goal for Forest. Very silly goal to concede. Long ball over the top towards Ollie Watkins, but he'll never get on the end of it. And the stream I'm watching right now, I gotta say, it's a bit... Okay, it was a bit all over the place there. Why am I dying here? Oh my days. What is going on? Man, the Villa are literally killing me. That's what this sounds like. As far as I'm aware, we've Coutinho had a free kick. I think it might count as a shot. I don't know. There's not been any cards yet. Oh no, Aurier got a card for a free kick. What is? I don't know what's brought all this on. Get Ings in. Watkins is crap. Lads, I'm dying. Somehow I missed Aurier. It was one of their 23 signings. Red card and come in. Evening, AJ. Sorry for being late. No worries. Not like you've missed much of positivity anyway. Was catching up on the gas blast in. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did see that actually. I did see that. Yeah. But yeah, there's just been a lot of horrible stuff going on recently. Oh, Villa v. Oh my days. I take a second to look off stream and Villa Villa equalised. I take a second to look at my chat and Villa have actually equalised in the game. What? Seriously? I take 1 second. I take 1 second and I miss it. I don't believe it. Villa have levelled at City ground. Cross comes in from the right. Deep ball in. Headed down into the box by Ollie Watkins. And Ashley Young. Oh, Ashley Young. Of all players to score. Ashley Young with a rocket from distance. Wow. What a finish. He rolled back the years there. Come on, Villa. That's a really wow. That's a really smart finish. Of course I miss it. Of course I take time to read my chat and miss the goal. Wow. What a finish that is. Oh my days, man. Can I breathe? Can I breathe? I'm still not fully caught up with the comments. Why is he not playing Archer? I don't know. But at least we're level now. That's a great goal. Paul said, to be fair, a 1-1 draw is still good for you. It is. You're watching a live stream death, guys, yeah. You're going to watch me just like pass out. Of all players, Ashley Young, first goal for Villa, I think, in 11 years. He's hit that very well for a fullback. Well, former winger / fullback. I read chat for 1 second. So I've very kindly, someone's provided me a stream for the game. And I read my chat for 1 second. And I go back and I miss a goal. I literally go back and see Villa players hugging. Okay, I need to just drink and breathe. I've been fine all day today. I've literally been fine. And then suddenly my throat is super dry. And I'm coughing all over the place. Wore your 2008 Ashley Young shirt to bed last night. Worth it. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. That is pretty elite. That's your lucky charm for today, mate. Getting in Ashley Young, Aston Villa legend. We should make Ashley Young a captain. There's your leader. Well, it's not a bad idea, actually. I think he might be. Oh no, vice captain is Emi Martinez, I believe. Chats for Villa. Oh, lovely ball in from the right. Couldn't quite pick out a Villa man. Although we do have it on the left-hand side now. Cross comes in. Yes! 2-1 Villa. We've turned it around. If it's... Oh, the flag's gone up. Oh, I wondered why. Because Ollie Watkins did not celebrate. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I thought for a second... No, it's not going to count. Nowhere near. Nowhere near going to count. Ollie Watkins slides the ball home from an offside position. It will not be an equaliser for Aston Villa. Oh my god, my voice! My voice is dying. Man, it is a crazy game, but it's been absolutely wild so far. Kamara's injured, Luca. I wish we could. Brother, why don't you take 2 minutes to go and clear your throat properly in the bathroom at your spa? You know what? That's a good idea. I'll be back. All right then. All right. Let's try not to die. Let's just try not to die. Bloody hell. All right. So, Forest 1, Villa 1. Yeah, offside by a mile, Ollie Watkins, to be fair. I am wearing a new shirt. This one, that one, both new. Basically, if anyone wondering, I have been very ill recently. I've had the freshest flu, cold, whatever you want to call it. I've had it very bad. I thought I got over it, but then this is happening. So yeah, I felt fine earlier today. I went to uni. I've been alright. As soon as I did my stream, my voice doesn't want to do anything. But yeah. Watkins isn't a striker. No instincts his way offside. Great player, but not a striker. Well, he started his career as a winger, to be fair. He started Exeter City and, a bunch of non-league teams. And he was a winger. And it's only in his later career became a striker. Oh, man. Yeah, Kamara injured. I did say that. The mute button is your friend. I mean, whatever, I don't care. I don't think there's enough goals in the Villa team. No real goal threat. You can pin it on several things, to be honest. I'd pin it on. I'd pin it on I don't think the strikers we have either fit the system or are good enough. I think Ings, you have to play a certain way of Ings. You can't play it in the air. You have to play. You can't really play it in behind. You have to play it to his feet. And Watkins is just, I think, not got a lot of confidence right now. Look, I am seeing it. I know. You've changed it. I know you have. I'm not an idiot. I know you've changed it. I saw you do it. The only time Watkins has scored this year is with his girlfriend. She needs to go to every game, I swear. I don't have the third kit now. We have a third kit curse at Villa. We don't win in it, so I don't know why I want to buy and spend money on. It's a nice third kit, but it's expensive buying 3 kits a season. Yeah, Watkins. Yeah, I know he scored an offside goal. Yeah, I know. Douglas Luiz is down for Villa. Play still goes on. He might get back up. Watkins battling. He doesn't win the ball off Steve Cut, and Villa do get thrown on the halfway line. Oh, you're forgetting your bet. Oh. Yeah, but you're on about. Yeah, but Villa need to win the game. We can't fake win the game. Mings for Villa. Ashley Young. Starting to improve a little bit. Long ball from Young. That's actually a decent pick out. If you can keep it in play, you can. There's not. Oh, there he falls over. Oh, that's such a shame. That's actually such a shame. There's a very good long ball from Ashley Young as well. Shame it just couldn't lead to anything. Oh man, yeah, Watkins to score. Yeah, I know. People are doing bets saying Watkins to score a goal. I can't believe Watkins scored an offside goal. That is so funny. Coutinho is a creator. Buendia is a creator. Too much is relied upon Watkins, in my opinion. This is why maybe there's an idea of playing two up front. This is why maybe stopping. uh, maybe if you didn't play Archer every single game. Not so I'm having distractions come from my screen here. Maybe don't play Watkins every single game and play players like Archer or Ings or play a different way. If you relied on the same striker that's out of confidence, Villa struggling to win, it's not going to be great for his mental health. It's not going to be great for Villa. I would switch things up. Playing one striker formations when your striker is out of form is just no. It's just not the way to go. In my opinion, anyway. You either replace the striker, but then Ings is out of form as well. Ings only has one goal as well. Or you may go two up front. We played two up front before. We're not brilliant with it, but we don't do 4-4-2. We do a diamond. Bring back Juan Pablo Angel and Milan Barros, please. That'd be great. John Carew, anyone? I was going to say Bonhor, but no, I'm alright. Lallana's striker hasn't played well over a season. Yep, I know. Is it strikers' fault they aren't scoring goals? I mean, Watkins had 7 shots against Leeds. He had all the service in the world. He literally had all the service in the world against Leeds. I'm not having that. I get in some games, but it's not like he had the graveyard shift. He had several chances. Some games, yes, if you're not going to have, many crosses, or if you're not going to provide your striker, then obviously he's not going to score goals. But a lot of games this season, Watkins had chances. Here come Villa again, down the left-hand side. I'll tell you what, Forest have defended that brilliantly. They hunted down in a pack. It's a great challenge from Emi Buendia to give Forest a throw-in to stop the counter-attack. I literally can't breathe. I don't know what's going on. I've drank loads of water today as well. This all happened around the Forest goal. So my body couldn't take the fact that we were losing to Forest. So my organs are shutting down. How you doing, Moss? I'm okay. My throat's been a bit funny right now. But other than that, I'm okay. How you doing, mate? I saw if Man United got a win. Ronaldo scored his 700th goal. Fair play. Fair play. You need some Jacobs lozenges. I need anything. I need anything, mate. Archer's movement would change how others play more direct. I think it'd be a good idea. I think it'd be a good idea to bring in players like that. Even if it was like for a game or two. I don't know. Gerrard doesn't seem to fancy not Ollie Watkins. He doesn't seem to fancy Archer. I don't think it would hurt. Give Watkins a week off. Rest his head, get him back mentally. I think if you're relying on, people said it in chat earlier. If you're relying on the same player over and over again, then they're not doing very well. They're going to struggle. And my stream's having issues again. Jedinak from 5 years ago is actually better than Ramsey. That's harsh. You're comparing two completely different types of players as well. Watkins does offer more than just goals. Yeah, he does, to be fair. He works his socks off. Constantly runs the channel. Constantly presses the back line. It's just, you need finishers. If he can finish, which is probably the most important thing as a striker, then I think we'd be in a better position. But his lack of a finishing ability, it cost us against Leeds, and it will cost us in other games if we're not careful. Bloody hell. Yeah, we do. Yeah, I'm tired of getting Man United in the cup though. I'm absolutely sick and tired of it. we always get Manchester United in the FA Cup, the League Cup, or whatever. By the way, guys, if you haven't already, please do hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you're a Villa fan, a Forest fan of any team, and you just want to either be here to encourage Villa, to laugh at Villa, or whatever, or be here for me, do hit that subscribe button. It would mean the world, and yeah, hit that like. And hopefully my throat will recover. My stream is still having issues here. Give me 1 second. But as far as I'm aware, it is still Aston Villa 1, Nottingham Forest 1. Forest took the lead from a free kick. Right, there we go. It's back. Terrible throw from the Forest keeper. That had to just about be kept in play. Villa pressing quite high now. Hove long to halfway line. It's going to be won back by Villa. That was a good press, to be fair. If we are going to press the team, that's the way to do it. You capitalise on a mistake. Make sure they don't get away with it. Win it back. Ashley Young for Villa. He's got options. He goes backwards. Coutinho now. Young gets it again. He could play a long ball forward. Instead, he finds Coutinho once again down the left-hand side. Coutinho trying to look more centrally now. Finds Young. Young threads it through. Oh, that should be a free kick to Villa. It is. It's a very silly tackle, and it's in a very similar position to where Forest scored their goal. It was Ramsey trying to dribble the ball, getting fouled. And yeah, free kick to Aston Villa. 2 of the back line for Forest on yellow cards. I think that'll be very, very useful going into the later on into this game. What is going on with these ads, by the way? This is ridiculous. This is the third lot I've had to hide now. 3 different channels. 3 different channels I've had to do this to. Alright, well, okay, you can sort it out for today then. Because I'm not doing all this. This is so stupid. There you go. Henderson has the ego Neuer. He thought he was better than De Gea, and he should be our keeper. Jack, what a start for Zakaria. Oh, this stream, I've got to say, is a bit laggy, I can't lie. That'll be a free kick to far. Oh, no. Well. There's been a bit of argument there between Ashley Young, Buendia, and Kiyate. Kiyate holding the ball for too long. I thought a free kick to Forest would have been given, but a throw-in instead. Yeah, great opportunity wasted, yeah. Oh, big arguments. Big arguments between the players now. The referee's going to have to calm this down. Buendia called over. I wonder what the referee's going to do here. Will he do anything at all, to be fair? Giarte and Buendia, the 2 players involved. He's got McGinn over as well. Yeah, the situation's going to be resolved. They have a little handshake. And Villa do get a throw-in on this left-hand side. Deep into Forest half. There's not much between the 2. I think Forest started the better, scored their chance. I think Villa have grown in this game since the goal, to be fair. It would be very easy for us to sit back and allow Forest to come onto us and, you know, really go for it. But I think we've reacted well. Young scored a great goal. And yeah, maybe we can push on. He's Young again, left-hand side. We're trying so hard to get this ball into the box. We have a chance here. Oh, it's a diving header away. Buendia's trying to battle and he's lost the ball. And Forest defends so narrow and so well. And they do get a free kick as well. Gotta say, Yates has done well to win that. He's done very well. Villa, I think we need to be a little bit more patient. I think Forest are going to defend very deep, very narrow. We gotta be a little bit more patient to find that pass, I think. Is Buendia earning a start? 100% he's earned the start. And the reason why he's playing is not because he's earned it, though. It's because of Bailey got injured. I think if Bailey was fit, he wouldn't be playing. But Buendia is definitely, in my eyes, earned a start. Everything we've had that's positive has come through Buendia, so 100%. Where are you going to uni? By the sounds of it, your voice. By the sound of your voice, sounds like you're having a great time. I'll go to uni in Birmingham. To be fair, look, the first week, you go out, of course. But I've actually this is me just genuinely being ill. I wish it was something better than that. But I got ill from going out because everyone goes out, you mix up, and yeah, literally like my whole flat floor. Someone's either ill now, has been ill, or probably will be. I don't think there's actually anyone who hasn't got it on my whole floor. I'm almost certain everyone's had it a little bit. Some have had it worse than others. I've seen to have had this for like over a week now. But yeah. Uni's fun though. Uni's very fun. I do enjoy it. Gypsy Lad says we are so boring to watch at the moment. We can be. We can be at times. I get where you're coming from. I do get where you're coming from. I do look at how we play sometimes and think, do we have like an actual game plan to get this ball into the penalty area to to maybe bring out their players to stop them defending so narrow? Do we have a way to counter this? And I'm not too sure. Long ball forward, flicked on. Oh, it's a pretty poor clearance. Buendia trying to get it again. Oh, it's very scrappy, but Forest get away with it. It's getting to the same position, just the edge of their box, and we're not getting hold of the ball. We're allowing Forest to get to the ball first and clear it. And we keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. It's a bit of a scrappy way to defend, but Forest, I think, have dealt with it okay. But we're kind of playing into their hands. I think that's the way they want us to play. Coutinho seems invisible when Buendia is out there. They're very similar type of players. And Buendia is taking the initiative, and he's almost every attack we've had has come through Emi Buendia, to be quite fair. But yeah, it is what it is. I think you are correct with that. But when you've got two similar players, I think one can outshine the other. Free kick to Villa has to be given for that, surely. Yates literally holding on to Douglas Luiz like it's his mother. Villa do get a free kick on the halfway line. We've gone short and gone quick. Finally going down the right-hand side. We keep going down the left. No, we've gone backwards instead. I thought we actually were going to attack down the right because we keep focusing this left, and I think that's where they want us to play, to be honest. I think they've dealt with it fine. Coutinho, Buendia. It's quite far from goal, to be fair. Ramsey, Ashley Young. They've got like a little triangle of passes going on here. Ramsey goes centrally, finds a ball like 40 yards from goal, trying to bring in. Oh, that's a great pass. Shout to Villa down the right. Cross comes in. Oh, really good defending from Forest. That was a wonderful through ball, and Frula cuts it out, and he's very angry with his back line that a pass like that happened. We go down the right finally, and we carve them apart. It's a lovely through ball. Cross from the right. Ah, yeah, that's brilliant. That's so unlucky. It's brilliant from Villa, unlucky that it's not led to anything. It's a lovely ball. Corner comes in. It's another training ground corner. It's a 1-2, edge of the box here. Shot comes in, deflected. And Forest will get this away. And I think that'll be a free kick, yeah. We keep trying like these special set pieces, and they've not been too bad, to be fair. Credit where it's due. Yeah, they've not been horrible. But I think that was an Esri Konsa pass through on the right-hand side, and it was Buendia ball into the box. And there was no one on the end to finish it. And then it was Konsa with the foul. And a yellow card for Esri Konsa to stop the counter-attack. Yeah, it doesn't win the ball. Yeah, it's a, silly... Well, not a silly yellow card, but, yeah. You could argue it's necessary, but it is what it is. It stopped the counter-attack. Free kick to Forest coming up to half-time. I've not really read much of chat, so I do apologise here. Coutinho seems invisible when Buendia. I know I've read that part. It was boring as Spurs, but at least they get wins. AJ, Luca Digne is injured, mate. Another injury issue that we have. Need JJ to make some driving runs to open this up. When he has got the ball and took it forward, they've had to foul him. So yeah, I think that's a spot on there, to be honest. Needed to cross it first time. Yeah, we're wasting chances, wasting opportunities. There's a lovely ball through. Finally cut them in half, and we didn't do anything with it. No way Gerrard would ever get the Liverpool job, says Jesus Sliced. I love the name, by the way. Not in the current state, no. I think that is very fair. Even the most, the biggest Liverpool fan, the biggest Gerrard admirer would admit that. But you never know. Things can change. I don't really want him at the Villa job right now, but it doesn't look like he's going to get the sack anytime soon. Long throw from Young, headed away, and he had to actually win the header back at him in the end. And Tyrone Mings, to be fair, clears out a challenge and gives away a throw into Forest with a minute to go of this half. Forest 1, Aston Villa 1. It's another cheap free kick to Forest. And this time it's Dougie Luiz. There's a lot of complaints from Luiz. He thinks it's soft. But Forest, they've already scored from a free kick. Similar position, but a bit further out. I think they will fancy themselves here. How you doing, Harry FC? What's up? I'm guessing you've watched the game, or at least watched part of it. What is your opinion so far? And everyone else in chat as well. Forest 1, Villa 1. We struggled at the start of this game. We've got ourselves back into it. But we do look out of ideas at times. And it feels like a draw will be inevitable. Even though I predicted a win for Villa, but it does feel like this will be one of those games where it will be a point apiece. Free kick to Forest towards the back post. It's going to drift harmlessly out. And that might actually be the end of the half if the referee allows it. Villa taking the time. That is half time. It is Nottingham Forest 1. Aston Villa 1. Disappointing to go a goal down when we did. I think it was kind of out of nowhere, but we did defend the set piece. It was Emmanuel Dennis scored his first goal for Forest. Someone who, is known for scoring goals against Villa. Did it for Watford last season when they beat us twice. And he scored a lovely header, got in front of Tyrone Mings to put Forest ahead. We reacted okay. I thought, if anything, we'd regress and they would actually build into the game, and it could have been horrific. But we actually, to be fair, reacted okay. And Ashley Young scoring a wonderful strike from distance into the bottom corner. Just when we needed it most, he was there to step up for Villa. But since the goal, very little. I got to say, very little has happened. Villa trying desperately to build down the left, trying to find that killer pass. We finally got in on the right-hand side. The ball was cut back in by Emi Buendia. And an interception via a slide stopped a potential goal for Villa. Ollie Watkins did put Villa 2-1 ahead from an offside position, but it was well offside. There's no debate. And other than that, that's all she wrote for the first half. Forest 1, Villa 1. What's your opinion, guys? I've had a lot of issues with this, and I'll have to clear it myself here. For some reason, this channel has been bombarded with this time and time and time again, and I don't really know why or how. I have hidden every single one, right? It's like a new account each time. They're literally hidden. They make a new account to do it. Watkins shouldn't start, says AJG edits. I mean, oh man, there's so many different things I could go into here. First off, I'm going to the Villa pages. I'll see what people think. I don't have a link. My friend is streaming it to me through Discord. I do have Sky, but because I'm at uni, it's on a delay. So mate is very kindly streaming it through Discord to me. And yeah, that's how I'm watching the game. So there is no link, unfortunately. And it's actually because he's streaming it through Discord through his capture card. I actually get to watch it very quickly. Michael Barrett asks, AJ, how long do the Villa fans have to put up with this Villa team? Well, that is the big question, isn't it? No, we don't, by the way. No, we don't. But yeah, half time. Forest 1, Villa 1. And man, I gotta be honest. It doesn't look like we're gonna win the game. If I'm gonna be real with you, it feels like one of those games where we're gonna develop, get into that final third, and just be completely lost and clueless. And Forest will have a low block. They'll like to defend. They'll defend deep, defend narrow, stop us going through. And unless it's another moment of magic from Ashley Young or anyone like that, we're gonna seriously struggle. uh, and yeah, to be fair, I've been coughing all over the shop here. I thought I was fine. I've been fine all day, and then my throat's gone really dry, and I'm struggling out here. So yeah, like I said, I think everyone in my flat is ill right now. Or at least has been. AJ G said draw loss. Gerard out. Harry said don't know why Gerard won't change his tactics. Clearly, Gerard Ball. I mean, I think we've all said it. I think we've all said it at one point. Honestly, it is an absolute. It's a joke. I'm reading through the comments anyway. On Twitter, I see what people say. Surely there's not going to be much positivity. One comment says, "Are you trying to make me feel suicidal on purpose? Get Gerard out. Same dead tactics." A lot of people praising Young, which is nice to see. One guy nail on the head here saying Archer would have been the better choice for this game over Watkins, but Gerard will change absolutely everything else except the bit. That's the main problem. That is the nail on the head. There's a reason why it's got the most likes on Twitter. Archer, oh man, desperate. I was so desperate for him to play today, and I really thought if he played, we might have seen a different Villa, a different. The striker at that focal point, having one striker, it does change the way you play. And it would, it'd give Villa a bit more energy and a bit more, life in the Villa team. But when I see Watkins on the ball, I don't get excited. Glad to hear your Brummy voice back, mate. You okay for uni tomorrow? I think I should be okay. I only have 3 hours at uni tomorrow, so I'll just battle through it. But yeah, it is what it is. I every time I think I'm gonna be fine, this happens. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. We pick the same side over and over again with the same tactics. I expect things to change. Says Paper Wings and Game Cut. Well, isn't the definition of insanity doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result? And yet, it's what we've done this season. We play the same team, the same players, the same way of playing over and over and over again. And what has been the difference, man? What has been the difference? Yeah, we are. Yeah, I know we're in a different room. Yeah, we're in Summer Row or something like that. I've heard that. Yeah. I'm very intrigued to see the Forest reaction to this. I think they'll be a bit more positive. A draw. I mean, it's not a defeat at the end of the day. Hello, Kieran. What's up, mate? He says, "How are we doing?" A little bit deflated. Seeing us go a goal down. I think Forest are either the worst, but if not the worst team. One of the worst teams in the Premier League. And to go a goal down, it gets to the point of unacceptable. And I've questioned Gerard for a while now. Made a lot of videos on TikTok and stuff about it. And yeah, we got the equaliser, but it's a long shot from Young. It's a really good finish, but it's not down to tactics. It's down to the ball falling kindly to someone who can strike a ball. Like on another day, that deflects to another player. We don't get the goal, and we sat here 1-0 down. And even more, angry conversations are coming out. You sound like me last season, Gerard for the. You know what? With their situation right now, it wouldn't even be a bad idea. It would not even be a bad idea. On a personal note, I've been ill. As you probably know, of your uni, maybe. Well, I'm guessing it'll probably be the same. A lot of illness going around, and I'm unfortunately and suffering with that right now. But here we go, battling on through the games. Let's get a trending, lads, and help out the Villa fans. I mean, what I will say, if Gerard was to go, say he goes tonight, who would we get in? And a lot of people will say, get in like Pochettino, but then the debate is, will Pochettino go to Villa? I've seen like the Villa board, well, the rumours of the Villa board have got in contact with Pochettino. Nothing official, obviously, but there is contact there just in case, things get worse and things develop with Gerrard. But other than Poch, I really struggle to see someone I'd want to bring in. Like I don't think Tuchel would take the job. Because that is a name mentioned. I wouldn't want to take a non-proven Premier League manager. Yeah, it is a bit of a mess right now. Poch hasn't got many. That is true. But you go from managing PSG, managing Messi, Mbappe, Neymar, and then Villa. That does seem like a little bit of a step down. And like as a Villa fan, I'm saying that, and I wonder why he would take the job. If it was to happen, say you offered me Poch in now, Gerrard out, I'd take it. But I don't know if he'd come in. That's all I'm saying. Coughing everywhere, fresh as flu. Yeah, unfortunately for me. Yeah. Get flu a jab booked in, you mug. Probably. I probably should, Steve Bruce. Bro, you should get banned. that comment is bannable. That is bad. Steve Bruce sacked by West Bromwich Albion yesterday. It was either yesterday or today. No, it was this morning, wasn't it? Either way, sacked recently. The manager, that man is terrible. That man failed at Villa, failed at Newcastle, failed at West Brom, all in a row. How is a manager this bad? And he will still get employment. There will be like a team in League One that'll be struggling like down the bottom. This is at worst for Steve Bruce. He'll get a job in League One. There'll probably be a Championship team that'll come up and say, "Yeah, we'll get him." Because Bruce on his CV years ago, got Birmingham promoted. I think he got Hull City promoted. Like his CV from years ago looks good, but modern day Bruce is shocking. Failed to get Villa promoted into the Premier League, bottled the final. I think he went to Sheffield Wednesday for a bit, and then went from Wednesday to Newcastle. Nearly got Newcastle relegated. In fact, he would have took them down if they didn't sack him. And a lot of the, his friends in the media and all that were defending Bruce all the way. And then Hal comes in, changes Newcastle fully. I know the ownership come in at the same time, which did help. But Newcastle were completely revitalised and became a way better team. And then you look at West Brom. I think it's the biggest example. A team that you would expect to fight at the top, completely bottled at the end of last season. They were in the playoffs and then they lost so many games, got mid-table. Then this year, looking like they were going to be, at the very least, in a relegation battle. I got to question how he gets employed, man. Really, you got to question it. You had to have Bielsa or Wilder. Who do you pick? Ooh, that's a very good question. That is actually one of my favourite questions I've been asked. I would say Bielsa, because right now we need players that will work hard for the shirt, and Bielsa gets, whatever team he's at, he gets them like fired up and he makes them run, he makes them fight for everything. My only problem with Bielsa is historically, towards the end of the season, they have a little bit of a wobble. But I think he's an all right manager, to be fair. I know he had a bad season with Leeds, but he could have turned it around. I get why they sacked him. I probably would have done that in the same position, but you never know what could have happened. And Wilder, he's just been relieved of his duties as well. He got sacked at Sheffield United. I think there's more likelihood of Bielsa doing well at Villa than Wilder, but I do rate them both as managers, to be fair. Well, I love that question. That was really good. Michael Barrett says, "Get Dino back, the man who knows the club inside." No, okay. So I may upset people here, and look, I have to live with that. I love Dean Smith. I think Dean Smith embodies what a lot of Villa fans, love about the club. It made it like a family again. Someone who has Villa, literally in their veins, bleeds claret and blue. Big fan of the club. The club captain was also a Villa fan, but I think Dean Smith took us as far as he possibly could have, if we are going to be real. The answer wasn't Gerrard, though. That's what I will say. I think his replacement wasn't an upgrade, and we might as well stay if we're going to go to someone of Gerrard's level. But if we are going to be realistic, and it hurts to say, but Dean Smith probably wasn't the man to get us to where we at least try and should be. And that is really harsh. And that's, maybe you lot would disagree with that. But I could never see a world where a Dean Smith Villa sign would get top 7. No matter how much money we spend or what players we bring in, I just couldn't see it. Unless we were able to keep Jack Grealish, it wouldn't have happened. And I think, when Grealish was injured that season for us, we slumped down the table and we became very predictable. And it showed that we didn't really have a plan B. And then when we sold him and we had to, we bought players, I know we had a couple of injury issues, but it did show in that 5-game loss that he probably just wasn't quite cut out to put us where we should be. And, Gerrard, it's not been great with Gerrard, and people will bring up the past, but you've got to remember how low it was when we lost. I remember that Southampton game when we lost, and we 5 in a row. And I was saying, he's got to go. It's not good enough. So yeah, it is what it is. But I appreciate your comment. I do fail to agree, unfortunately. Harry Clark says, I'm a Hearts fan and a Villa fan. I know Austin McPhee from his time at Hearts, and my God, he's a complete. Oh wow. Oh, that's a very strong opinion. Austin McPhee at Villa is so hit and miss. It is unreal. I think some corners and some set pieces we do are really good, and then others are terrible. And I wonder, why are we paying this man? I don't really agree with the set piece coach, to be honest. I think that all this should be done by the manager. I don't think we need to hire a coach for it, but that is my personal opinion. And yeah, we are not far from being underway, by the way, guys. Please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. We currently have 40 people watching the live stream for Nottingham Forest versus Aston Villa. Currently 1-1 between the two sides as we're about to be underway for second half. Come on, you boys. Can we please do our utmost to get back into this game and really, well, not back into this game, but you know what I mean, to really push on and get all 3 points. It would push us above a lot of teams, and wow, I would love it. I would absolutely love it. After the season we've had, to go above the likes of Liverpool sounds absolutely amazing to me, I gotta say. And then to bring us right down, Gypsy Dad says, I'm saying we're gonna lose 2-1, which is fair enough. It's fair enough. You're entitled to that opinion. I'd rather try and be positive. But we'll see who's correct at the end of today. We started positive, though. Villa do have a set piece within the first minute of second half. Forest 1, Villa 1. We have a corner. Can we do anything with it? Will it be an in-swing or an outswing? I haven't seen it. It's going to be an outswinger by Douglas Luiz. Will the set piece work? Luiz corner. Oh, it's flicked away by the near post. Not a terrible corner, to be fair. It's in a dangerous position. We do win it back, though. Chance for Villa, and the byline cross comes in. It's a terrible ball. From a position like that, that is a shocking pass. Oh, that'll be regretted, I think. That was a really nice interception. Gets into the box, tries to pull it into the middle. It's a terrible cutback. Oh. And a foul will be given there, I think. Oh, no. I thought an offside or a foul would have been given as far as stop play. They do have it here. Long ball forward. And it's to absolutely no one. And Villa do get the ball back inside the first couple of minutes of the second half. It's our strikers. I just don't see them scoring. Nolsa, love my amazing girlfriend, Chelsea fan. I don't know what you mean by this, mate. Miss Kelly. Well, I'm glad you do, mate. I don't know if I could date a Chelsea bird, though, to be fair. Another chance for Villa. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Felipe Coutinho goes for goal, skies it. Cuts inside well. but his shot is a million miles away from the target. It's a nice move. He gets into a good position. He does everything right, but the finish is terrible. It sails out for a needless goal kick. Conser with the yellow. Yeah, no, it's ironically Conser doesn't get many yellows. It is usually, like I said, it's John McGinn, Jacob Ramsey, Luca Digno, Kamara, but he's injured as well as Digno, and Matty Cash. Conser very rarely gets yellow cards. I had to chop someone down for it. He slept with a Blues fan. I had to go to the clear next one. Right there. That's funny. That is funny. Mate, you need a hazmat suit, bro. Long ball forward. Only half cleared. Oh, in fact, Forest have actually got the second ball. Oh, it's a horrible first touch, though. What is that? It looked like Forest were going to have a chance to keep possession. It was Emmanuel Downs with a very poor loose touch to give Villa back possession. Douglas Luiz. Lovely pick out. Ollie Watkins dropping deep hit. Villa again trying to build down the left. No foul given there on Emi Buendia. Very controversial, I think. Well, and then Forest are complaining that a throw in given to Villa rather than them instead. Well, you can complain about that, but we should have got a free kick only a couple of seconds before, mate. But it is what it is. Do you not know how to shoot on target? Probably not. Chance for Villa! Oh my days. As I was reading chat again, I nearly missed another goal. Pull back. Another shot comes in from John McGinn, and that probably is on target. It's deflected away. But as soon as I read that comment, foul from McGinn, and he might be booked for that. It is. It's a yellow card for Super John McGinn. He's gone for a late challenge. It's a 50-50. And there's people I know who put a bet on that John McGinn would get a yellow, and it has happened. Yeah. I think it's a harsh yellow, to be quite fair. I've seen. I mean, he's gone in for a challenge, right? And I suppose it's you're off the ground, but he has all the right in the world to go for that. And I'm just seeing the replay. Jacob Ramsey ball into the box. It would have been a tap in for Ollie Watkins as well. That's such a shame. Very well cut out. Man, is that bad? Oh man, Gypsy lad, you make me laugh. You make me laugh, mate. Oh, the stream I'm watching, it did freeze for a second, but it is back. 5 minutes go in the second half. Still remains 1-1. And to be fair to Villa, I think we've definitely started the second half by far the better team here. But yet to have anything to really show for it. 2 yellow cards for either side. Conser, McGinn, Cook, and Aurier. Villa on the right side. Cross comes in. Wow, very good defending in the middle. Might have been Steve Cook with that header there. Cash into... It's not Cash. Sorry, it's Ramsey into Coutinho. Ashley Young now back to Coutinho. Trying to get this ball into the box. Young goes for a cross/shot. Deflected up into the air. Dean Henderson will hold all day. But much better from Aston Villa in the second half. No more corners. More corners, more shots, more yellows, no goals. Yeah, that's what I mean. It was a quite harsh yellow, I think. I think he's more than... John McGinn is more than entitled to go for a challenge like that. And yeah, I think it's a bit harsh to give him a yellow, but people have bets on a yellow card. We'll love it. Throw in to Nottingham Forest. 51 minutes into the game, still 1-1. Deep inside their half yet. Aurier to take the throw. Former Spurs man. Person who's streaming this to me wants Aston Villa win for a bet. And someone in chat wants a draw, but with a certain yellow card to certain players and corners, and I think shots on target, right? Harry said, "Can we take Watkins off? He's done at Sodom." Well, what? I mean, he has, to be fair, but there's been a couple of chances where a cross to him where he would have scored, and it was very well cut out by the Forest defence. It's just one of those. His movement is good, to be fair to Watkins, but this is one of the games where I look to blame potentially the service more than him. Watkins himself actually hasn't really had anything. Oh dear. I think it's another good example of it. A through ball from Ashley Young. Buendia. Not entirely sure why he couldn't get on to the end of that, but a goal kick is given. Killer Virtue saying need funding for the FIFA points. Maybe you can win that bet. Maybe, just maybe. You are relying. To be fair, I bet your bet more than Jack's right now. At least Jack has said Villa to win. I really don't think it's going to happen. Although Forest giving away possession very cheaply though in the second half. I don't think they've started the second half very well at all. Very poor on the ball, allowing Villa to come into it. But this gives more opportunity for shots and target, for corners, for everything that people want in bets. Ashley Young down the left. Again, we're trying to build. We love this left hand side. I really don't know why. We've barely gone down the right. The fact that one of the few times we went down the right, we cut inside. We actually got the ball into their back, past their back line into the box. McGinn, he's lost it. Counter attack for Forest. Not many times they've done this, but they do have a chance to get it forward now. Oh, really good defending. At least to stop the body throwing forward. I think that's Douglas Luiz just to slow the counter attack down. They still have possession though, Forest. That was good though from Luiz, I gotta say. Toffolo. Good ball down the left hand side here. Emmanuel Dennis. Trying to cut inside. Emmanuel Thomas. That was a player from a few years ago, player for Bristol's here. Oh dear. Well, that's the Ollie Watkins I'd say take off. What is that for a van? Ollie Watkins trying to help out his midfield. He gives it away. And now he's the one trying to press the Forest backline as they have it. Gerrard too negative and long ball. Yeah, there's a lot of complaints about the football really, and I do see it. We need a sub here. We started the second half well, but with very little end product, and now Forest are starting to be a little bit more confident, get those balls forward. We need to not allow Gibbs White any time on the ball. He's a good player, and I think he's been one of the most lively players for Nottingham Forest today. One more corner and 2 shots on target. How many have we had? Villa have about. We've only had 1 shot on target. And we scored. I genuinely didn't even realise that. But the long shot from Ashley Young, which went into the back of Dean Henderson's net. Oh, beef here between Jacob Ramsey and Yates. What is he doing, Ramsey? There's no need for that from Ramsey. Getting involved off the ball, shoving, and John McGinn has to take him aside. I need to watch this again. Ramsey. Oh, yeah. To be fair, Ramsey was thrown to the ground and then he shoves. Is that Yates? Yeah. I think a yellow card either way should be given that. Yates with the pullback and Ramsey, and then Ramsey reacts. I think that's a double yellow in my book. Forest only had 3 attempts so far. Well, on the stats here, yeah, they've had 3 with 2 on target. Villa with the singular shot on target, which went into the back of the net. Really need the subs to freshen up this before it gets too stale. Gerald, he is terrible with subs. Bear in mind, he was one of the people to advocate for 5 subs. He doesn't use anywhere near 5, which I find very, very ironic. Neither player receives the card for that, by the way. I'm just saying, if I was a betting man and I had Ramsey on a yellow, I'd have been a bit upset that he didn't get one there. Free kick to Aston Villa. Terrible ball. It's so easy for Forest, that is. Terrible. What a waste of a set piece. We do win it back though. Oh, only briefly, as referee stops play. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. He literally threw down Ramsey, so like Yates should have been booked. Well, Forest are making their first substitution of the evening. Once again, another team makes a sub before Villa. What can I say? What can I say? There's for some reason a lot of tape around. Is that Dennis? Why does he have a lot of tape in his leg? I find that very odd. I know it was Serge Aurier, sorry. It wasn't Dennis. I thought it wasn't Dennis. But I was wondering why he had a load of tape around his thigh. He might be struggling with maybe a knock or an injury recently. But there will be a substitution for Forest. Williams is coming on for Aurier. We're in the 58th. No, well, yeah, 58th minute now. It is Forest 1, Aston Villa 1. And very little has happened in the second half. I've got to say, we started the second half well, but it's been very uneventful. We had a lot of the ball, but did very little with it. Yeah, Harry FC, spot on there. We are terrible at attacking and defending set pieces. With a set piece coach. I mean, the set pieces in the first half, they weren't terrible, but I could see where the ideas were coming from, but we just didn't execute them very well. Oh, lovely from Villa. Down the right, cross comes in. Surely a chance. A pull back to the edge of the box. Oh, but there's no player really there. Douglas Luiz was not in the right position to have a go. If you have like a John McGinn there, edge of the box to run onto it, maybe we get a shot on target. But we worked the ball down the right hand side so well. Again, Cash. Chance for Villa. Cross comes in from Emi Buendia on the right hand side. Villa do get a corner. That is better. And it's such a shame. Cash did really well on the right. The ball came to the edge of the box, literally on the D. But there was no one really there. The closest man was Douglas Luiz, who wasn't in the position to strike the ball. Instead, he had to recycle it. And it's things like that. It's where it's communication. It is another corner to Aston Villa. Douglas Luiz to take, right-footed, out-swinging again. Always relying Villa to get set pieces. Corner comes in. Well, they found a Villa, man. The ball's played back to Luiz. Fakes across, goes on his left. Cross comes in this time. Header! Saved by the keeper, Henderson. Oh, dear. Good header on goal. Oh, I got to say, lovely fake cross from Douglas Luiz. Left-footed ball in. Was that Ollie Watkins with the header as well? Yeah, Watkins header. Simple save. Well, Paul, you got your corner and shot on target in the same minute there. I gotta say, people putting certain bets, they're not far away. One more shot on target. Oh, question if there was... Oh! That looked like a foul on Concert, to be fair. I mean... There's also a complaint. Is he? Did he handle it as well? That's also another conversation. Another chance for Villa down the right. Cash has gone down, and the referee has said the ball was taken from him fairly. But this is better from Villa. I gotta say, Matty Cash is flying forward every time he gets the ball for Villa. It looks like something's going to happen. Another good challenge from Nottingham Forest to stop Douglas Luiz this time. Maybe they can break on the counter-attack. Down the right, they're in our half. What can they do with it? Apparently nothing. They get a throw-in. That looked quite dangerous for them, I gotta say. Use Williams down the right side. Constance was there to clean up if he squared the head. Oh, no, I know. My cash out is break even at the moment. I'd hold out. I'd hold out for the shot on target. If you get the shot on target, you can get away with it. You can cross that off on your bet. And I think, what else is missing from that? You've got your draw. It's the yellow card for Ramsey, innit? And Cash. Watkins for Villa. Left hand side. Pulls it back to the box. Cross comes in. Over hit. Into the hands of Dean Henderson. Terrible ball. Yeah, one shot, two cards. I imagine if you get your shot on target, you'll probably make more money off it. I was saying that. Depends when it happens. Because if, say, your shot on target comes in with like 10 minutes to go, I don't think the cash out will be decent. Chance for Forest now, left-hand side. Pull into the box. I gotta say, their attack is even worse than ours. At least we kind of look like scoring. Forest don't. Here's Watkins on his own completely for Aston Villa. It's literally a 3-on-1. Watkins is driving at Forest, though, to be fair, and a challenge comes in. And he does lose the ball. But credit where it's due. He was confident enough to go for it. You know, I think. I mean, it might have been a better idea to maybe go out wide and wait for players to come in, but he was confident enough to drive at Forest, drive at those three defenders. But unfortunately for him, he does lose the ball. 62 on the clock here. Forest 1, Aston Villa 1. And yeah, it's 3 shots to 10, as you can see on if you're watching on Sky. 59% of the ball for Villa. I would have guessed that before the game. Just we don't dominate on the one stat that matters, which is the goal, and we don't seem to these days. Williams has to go backwards. Villa trying to press Toffolo. This is good. The ball goes back to Henderson. Good press from Villa. Not many times I could say that about Villa this season, but that was good. What will Henderson do with it? He made a good save only a few minutes ago. Still Villa trying to hold their shape. Hold this press. Push them back to you know, to make them feel a bit uncomfortable. Make their passes really difficult. Although, to be fair, they've seemed to have got through it pretty okay. They're just having to slow the way they play. Is Toffolo just inside Villa half? Oh, that was a nice pass, actually. Toffolo will get it back down the left-hand side. First time cross in. Decent ball as well. He's picked out a man towards the edge of the box. It was a layoff. Villa only half cleared it. Forest will build down the right-hand side this time. Williams. Might be a shot on. It is a shot. It's wide of the post. Outside the boot, I think, from Gibbs White. Trying to pick out the top corner. And he's quite far off it, to be fair. Yeah, he does go with the outside his right foot, and he just gets it horribly wrong. Horribly wrong. Simple for Emi Martinez to just grab the ball and take the goal kick. Doesn't quite have it in his locker to bend that with the outside his foot. Ramsey murder, please. I mean, if you saw I'm presuming you're watching the game, but Ramsey did arguably foul someone. And deservedly got a yellow. He got pulled back by Yates, and then it reacted. Villa have gone with another striker here. Coutinho has come off. Danny Ings has come on. So this will either mean Watkins goes wide, Ings goes in the middle, or we'll see a two up front with a diamond. We shall see. I'm intrigued. It will probably be Watkins that wide, which is not the answer. What does Archer have to do to play? I have to ask the question. People have been asking. Villa fans have been asking for ages. What has Ollie Watkins... What has Watkins done to play so many games? What has Ings done to play so many games? And what does Archer have to do to play? Like, what has he done wrong? I don't understand. Top scorer in pre-season. Amazing in the Carabao Cup last season. Scored a hat-trick against Barrow. Scored against Chelsea. Scores almost every time he plays for Villa. Especially a team where we look lost in the final third. It just seems like, you know, we're missing that key player, and we have it on the bench, man. Yeah, yeah, I know, but it's still, you know, El Ghazi didn't do that. You know, we played a fairly young team, but he outclassed a lot of the senior side there. I could have just said a hat trick in the Carabao Cup, but yeah. Yes and no. Pre-season at least gives you insight into, you know, what we might play. And pre-season was enough for me to predict we weren't going to do very well this season. So it gave me enough to go off, at least. It showed me that Archer was sharp enough and his movement is good. It also showed us, or at least to me, our defensive frailties. Especially the final game against Stade Rennes. I thought we were terrible in that. I have no idea how we managed to win the game. We were awful. Gerrard came here to destroy us because we beat his Liverpool side 7-2. Yeah, it's Agent Gerrard, bro. Agent Gerrard. 66 on the clock. Well, 67 now. Forest 1. Aston Villa 1. And I gotta say, Villa are just holding onto the ball. And being a bit more patient, which is what I wanted. I wanted a slightly more patient Villa. But we are struggling to break down this low block from Forest. Matty Cash, lovely ball into the box, but well cut out again. I gotta say, which is really embarrassing, our best way of scoring today will be through Cash. Our right back will provide it. He's the only player that looks sharp enough to actually cause problems down a flank. Because like Watkins ain't gonna do it, and Cash at least is trying different things. He's gone for crosses. He's gone for low balls to the edge of the box. He did a nice pick out to the edge of the box earlier, which unfortunately Louise wasn't in the right position for. But it was a really good idea. He does win a throw in here. 20 minutes to go. Villa still on the ball. We throw it to John McGinn. 40 yards from goal. Central pass to Tyrone Mings. Villa pushing their whole team forward here. After reconsideration, I want Villa to win. Purely because I want Forest to get less than 11 points this season. Oh, chance of Villa. Ollie Watkins. Weak and left foot. Puts into the middle. Why has he gone for a diving header? What have I just seen? What have I just seen? What have I just seen? Was that John McGinn going for a diving header when the ball is like a foot off the ground? When he could have just volleyed it. He could have half volleyed it, I mean. What on earth have I just witnessed? I am baffled at that. And an offside has just been given as well on Danny Ings. I need to watch this again. It was John McGinn going for a diving header. What have I just witnessed then? Now it was well wide. It was going wide. Oh my word. I get if it's like maybe belly high. That's like barely off the ground. What is he doing? That is clownery. That is actual clownery from John McGinn, I can't lie. Big waste of a chance as well. Forest cross comes in, headed away by Douglas Luiz. Edge of the box, shot! What a save. What a save, Emi Martinez. That's actually a really good... He's held that as well, which is even more impressive. Oh, really good save, Emi. He would have seen that very late because of Tyrone Mings. That's a clean strike as well. And the fact he hasn't spilt that, Ramsdale would have made sure he would have done a full-length, one-handed save to gas himself. But Emi Martinez has done really well there. And my stream has indeed frozen. There we go. And hopefully it will come back up soon. Perfect height for the volley into the top corner. It was nowhere near the corner. It was a great save. It was a great save. And I gotta say that S word, sorry, banned. I probably should even put it as a banned word. There you go. Can't say it. Even if time to and space to take a touch, McGinn. Look. John McGinn is one of those players where I just don't get excited if he runs towards the ball. McGinn and Watkins give the same aura that they're just not going to score the goal. I've been through enough. I have been through more than enough to realise this. I am just unfortunately waiting for my streams to come out, to come back on. Apparently, the person who streamed it to me, his cable fell out, so I'm waiting very patiently. Yeah, no, Jack Sports main event. He's managed to unplug a cable, which has took the stream down. So now I'm just sat here waiting. The game has been pretty dire. Yeah, I think you've hit the nail on the head there. We reacted okay to going a goal down, but we haven't really pushed on from it. Which is a shame. Which is a big shame, really, considering when we scored. It's gonna be 2-1 Forest, or maybe. It might just be. But right now it is Nottingham Forest 1. Aston Villa 1. And Chiarte was the man to do that long shot and is a really good save from the goalkeeper. But to be fair to Emi, I think he's still one of the best keepers in the division. Maybe he should have McGinn wear a Scotland shirt underneath. McGinn for Scotland is built different, isn't he? I don't get what it is. He doesn't play like John McGinn. It's like we have his terrible brother, while regular McGinn just lives in like Glasgow somewhere. I don't get it. I don't understand. Yeah, McGinn for Scotland is just so good. I'm still yet to receive another stream. I don't know how I pulled out cable. It takes this long, to be quite honest. But yeah. It is a big question to my chat, and it's a tough one to ask. But based on not only today but other games, is Gerard's job how on the line is it now? Like, is this result enough for people to still say Gerard out? I've just had the stream come back, and Douglas Luiz with a foul. And I think he's going to be given a yellow card for that. I'm guessing he's going to be given a yellow card because that is obstruction. 73 gone at Forest 1, Villa 1. Free kick to Nottingham Forest there. Oh, you missed it, El Bozo. I am watching. Free kick comes into Forest. Wait, how am I watching a delay? Forest are claiming for a pen. That's just not going to happen. I'm watching through Jack's stream. You accidentally pulled out the cable and OBS. Well, okay, it struggled basically. Villa on the break. Trying to do a 1-2 here. Ah, that's a shame. That is a big shame. Matty Cash was very free on the right side. Very unlucky. Villa would have been better off with a new manager. I think that is more than fair to say, to be honest. Very early ball in from Buendia. That has gone nowhere near Villa, man. How are you letting Forest have more shots on target? We are terrible. I did say this. I was talking earlier to people doing bets about the Villa game, and I said, look, we are unbelievably bad. And I would not bet on Villa to win. And I even said this game reeks of a 1-1 draw, and that's exactly what it is. In fact, I should have put a bet on. I would have put a bet on a Villa Forest draw today. I know I predicted a win, but that's just me being optimistic. If I had real money involved, I would have said draw. And maybe I would have done like a Matty Cash yellow card. We'll see. Oh, Ramsey scrapping Williams again. Oh, they locked horns there. And that is a yellow card to Jacob Ramsey. And to be fair, that's deserved. That is deserved. That's the second time he's done that. Proper locked horns there. What is Ramsey doing? Oh, Ramsey was the other player that Paul wanted on a yellow card. The only one he said other than Ramsey was Matty Cash. Ironically, he's probably having one of the best games he's had for ages. But Ramsey and Williams scrapping there. Ramsey with a rugby tackle, Williams. I love that. Oh, Ramsey don't care, bro. Cash murder, then one shot. I mean, that is crazy. 15 minutes. All Villa need is another shot on target. And Cash with a yellow. And then Killer Virtue will win loads and loads of money. That's kind of mad. You had a lot in that bet as well. What is the cash out? I gotta say, if the cash out is half decent, I'd be tempted. I'd say if it's double, then I'd cash out. Matty Cash yellow and Villa shot on target. That's all he needs now. Jack needs a Villa win. A substitution Villa Dendonka on his Villa debut. Come on for John McGinn. First time he's been introduced since signing for Villa on deadline day. Who does like as Villa manager? That is a good question. Probably Maurizio Pochettino. I think that's the name I see the most bounce around. To be fair, Cash yellow maybe. I only see Cash get yellows when when he's struggling in games. I think he's played very well today, and that usually means he won't put a tackle in. To be fair, so time will tell. AJ, are you happy that Derby fans chanted Ashley Young earlier? I didn't see that. Wait, is that a sub that I think is happening? Wait, I need to wait for confirmation, but there may be a very happy AJ in the next minute or two. That could be huge. That could be absolutely huge if that happens. He's got potentially 12 minutes to do it. And it would see Villa go 3 up front. And I think you know who I'm going to say. I saw a glimpse of it. Villa do have the ball though. Can we push before the sub comes on? Here's Matty Cash going backwards. I think Dendonka has the number 33, does he not? Just double checking that. Or 32 even. Oh yeah, 32, yeah. Just double checking. Here we go. Can we get that ball into the box? We need to threaten this back line. Get a couple shots away. 4-3-1-2. Louise pushing up, I think. Yeah, but I did say we probably were going to a 2 up front with a diamond. Yeah. Is Tyrone Mings for Villa? He's gone very high with this. Mings into the box now. Watkins back to Mings. Oh, Mings forced backwards. That's so unfortunate. Although I don't want Mings to lose the ball there, to be fair. We would be very much exposed. Yeah, Mike. He might have finally wore him down. But this ball needs to go out of play for it. Archer, I think, is set to come on for Villa. Matty Cash. 1-2. And that should be a free kick. It is in a very good position. And it's a shame Coutinho's gone off, actually, because this is I would say, shooting range. It is a free kick to Aston Villa. Cash, lovely 1-2. Buendia. Buendia fouled from a very, very poor tackle from Frula, I've got to say. Villa do have a free kick, and surely this will be the sub now. I imagine this will lead to a shot. I can't imagine this not being a shot. Louise sitting as a 6. I'm confused what we're doing. Me too. The sub still hasn't come on, by the way. It looked like we were ready to make it. So I don't know if I'm being blind, but I don't think the sub has been made. Henderson is arranging his wall. This is huge for Aston Villa. 10 minutes to go. Forest 1, Villa 1. We need a bit of magic here. A win would take us as high as 10th. And it's games like this, with moments like this, that decide seasons. Emi Buendia. I would say that is 35-ish yards from goal. Maybe even less. Buendia will take right-footed, hits the wall. That's a very poor free kick from Villa, and a foul's given the other way. The shot probably travels about a foot off the ground. And that's the sub I want to see. Cameron Archer, my hero. Poor Jacob Ramsey's having to make way. That is not the sub I would have made. But I mean, I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna complain. Archer is on 10 minutes. Can he provide anything for Aston Villa? Probably should have had more time. But that free kick from Coutinho is poor, I must say. Well, according to Flash Score, that did not count as a shot on target. According to Flash Score. Villa have a chance on the break. This is a big opportunity. Oh, the dribbling skills are terrible. Is that Ollie Watkins? Oh, my word. Ollie Watkins is abysmal there. What is that? What is that from Watkins? That was such a good opportunity to take the ball forward and create a chance for Villa on the break. We do have a throw in there. I would hold out a little bit. With Archer on the field, I would hold out, Paul. I would hold out. Cross comes in towards the far post. Header away, but not... Oh, well. I was going to say not fully clear, but the interception from Villa weren't great. And then Forest trying to play route 1 to score goals. Oh, really good tackle from Dougie Luiz. He had a good game today for Villa. Credit where it's due. He's got a bit rattled by a few Forest players, but his tackling has been very good. Lovely bit of skill there. Free kick to Villa. Their tackles are vile. They have thrown themselves into challenges. Another yellow card for Nottingham Forest. Third of the evening for them. Ollie Watkins swiped out. Oh, and first an elbow. Well, I think that's a terrible challenge. Well, that could be looked at, in my opinion. That's literally an elbow in the face. We need Forest to break in the final 2 minutes and Cash last man murder. Wow. Free kick to Villa. Dangerous position, this. Yep, you're spot on there, to be fair, Mike. You're spot on. By the way, I don't know if you've seen, it's Fiorentina 0, Lazio 4. Is that what I'm seeing here? That's an incredible scoreline. And Trabzonspor, the champions of Turkey, drew 0-0 in their game. Free kick to Villa towards the far post. Header! Oh, it's played a back across goal. Why was that not a header on goal? What am I watching? That was a really good free kick to the far post, and for some reason, the idea was to put it back into the box. I really question why that's not a header directly on goal. That's such a good ball. That's either a free header or a fairly unchallenged header at the back post. And the idea is to just put it back into the box. Why is that not a header on goal? Test Henderson. We've had 2 shots on target this game. We might as well give Henderson something to do, man. Chance for Villa. Dendoncker puts the ball into the box. Header away by Forest. They don't... Oh, it's a foul. It's a very cheap foul. This time, Dougie Luiz. Free kick to Forest. Yates holding his hip. They're going to hold on. Well, try and hold on to this. I'm watching this again, by the way. Oh, it's actually Cameron Archer. Why is Archer not headed that towards goal? I don't think he's seen how free of a chance that is. I think he's just seen players in the box, Archer, there, and thought, I'm going to put it back in. He should head that on goal. He's actually made room really well for himself. And for some reason, put it across goal. Well, you got 6 minutes. It does look like a 4-3-3. Very narrow 4-3-3 is what I would say. Can't be Forest. Well done with all the money spent. Oh no. Unbeaten in 4 though. That'll be the spin. That'll be the spin of Gerrard. That we've gone to Leeds and Forest. And we've remained unbeaten. But in reality, we've played terrible. 43 of you in chat, by the way, guys. If you haven't hit that like button, please do, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Villa fan, Forest fan, or just a fan of football in general. It would very much be appreciated. Chance for Villa down the left again. It has been all Villa, to be fair, the last 10 minutes. And that should be another free kick to Villa, surely. And which is not given. Wow. Okay, well, fair. Well, maybe that would have been soft, but I would have given a free kick to Villa for that. This game sums up both our seasons so far. Hopefully we can both stay up, mate. Well, this is just shocking. What this shows to me is just Gerrard is out of his depth. I mean, it's not news for me. And Forest, like I said, we're probably very excited to play Villa because we're just an easy team to defend against. In fact, if anything, I think Forest should be disappointed they allowed such a terrible Villa side to level. Because I'd back any team. If any team to go ahead against us in a game, I'd back them to win it. Because we are so bad against the low block. All you got to do is sit back and defend, and you'll be fine. So, like, if anything, I think Forest should be, like, kind of flabbergasted they've let us equalise. Did you know that in the points where Derby got 11, we had more points than Forest at this point? Really? Oh, wow. Can't score more than 1 goal against bottom of the league. Oh, don't even. Another long ball held by Dean Henderson on loan from Manchester United. But had very little to do today. Literally made 1 singular save from an Ollie Watkins header that probably was never going to throw in. And I think it is fair to say that Forest are more than content with a point here with the way they're playing. Villa do get a free kick inside their own half. 86 minutes gone. And it's just... we need one more push. We've had chances, but we've nowhere near taken them. Nowhere near taking them. Can't score more than 1 goal against bottom of the league. And it was our fullback. Our fullback scores the goal, man. Free kick here, though. And for some reason, the cameras are they love to show the Forest board here in the stands. Here's Douglas Louise. Heavy touch from him, actually. He has to... Oh, dear. Doggy Louise. What is that? Doggy Louise, man. And a free kick to Forest. Oh, well, he's going to play advantage, actually. The ball's played now out to the width on the left-hand side. Oh, nice feet. Shot comes in. Good deflection away. Maybe Villa can break as well. It's what I want to see. End-to-end stuff. Archer. Oh, he's done really well. Here's Cameron Archer. Lovely pass. Oh, what is that for a 1-2? Ollie Watkins. I swear he plays for Forest. I swear Watkins plays for Forest. What is that? What a 1-2. Chance of Villa. Archer again. Cross comes into the middle. Deflected away. He's still going to battle with this against Frula. By the corner flag. 2 Forest men on him. He actually picks out a pass. It's a good one. Young battling goes down. There's no way he's waved that. There is no way the referee has not given anything for that. That is unbelievable. That is actually unbelievable. And I gotta say, I'll go back to this. What is Ollie Watkins doing again? Archer does really well on the right hand side. Finds a really good central pass to Watkins. Tries to feed a 1-2 to get into space. And Watkins' ball is awful. It just goes backwards. Archer actually has to stop his run, track back to get the ball again, and rebuild the attack. Because the flow completely vanished because of Watkins' terrible pass. And that has pretty much summed up his game, to be quite honest. I don't even want to know our XG. And I did say Ollie Watkins is the reason. Well, not the full reason, but he's one of the reasons why, we are not winning games. But that I've only seen a couple minutes of Archer, and already there's life in our attack. He drives at players, likes to get the ball, like give and go. Just a little bit of that. It's so simple. Villa with 86% of the ball in the last 10 minutes. Another hoofball diagonally towards the left-hand side. Header is won into the box, but it's going to harmlessly go out for a goal kick to Forest. Oh, dear. And they're going to make another sub, Nottingham Forest. Gibbs White to come off. I don't think they've been woeful, Forest, but Forest have not played well. And we have just not taken advantage of that at all. It's that simple. Guys, can we please keep the chat in English? It would be very much appreciated. I'm sure you've said something completely fine. But I can't know for sure. But yeah, please do keep it in English. I apologise. Yeah, they are playing for a draw. And why not? Villa are terrible with a low block. They might as well. I genuinely, I'm struggling to... I don't really want to see Watkins in a Villa shirt again, to be honest. He's so bad. Either that or just have a long break out the Villa team, man. He needs it. Because I don't know what it is with him right now. But there's something clearly not right mentally with Watkins. He's not getting any luck. And he's a detriment. It's sad to say, but he's an actual detriment to this Villa side. And he's stopping the likes of Archer playing games. It's that simple. Even if we played Archer and we lose, at least Watkins, if he had like a bit of a break. Oh, dear. What is that? Oh, dear. Oh, this Forest player then teasing Emi Buendia as he goes down and does a soft challenge and laughing at him when he complained. Oh, my days, man. I'm really not a fan of Forest here. Who was that actually for them? I think it was their fullback. Yeah, it's a substitute. It was I think that was Williams actually, just laughing at Emi Buendia. We've played over half the initial time given for the added time here. 3 minutes only, and it's looking like it just isn't gonna happen for Villa. It's 1-1. It is unbeaten in 4. If that's anything to go off, that's probably the only positive I can take, that we are unbeaten in 4 league games, but we've won 1. And we played Leeds with 10 men who are terrible. That didn't go out of play, by the way. There's no way that went out of play. What? The whole ball has to go over the whole line. Forest get a throw in. The whole ball did not go out then. There's no way. There's no way he'd know for sure. What does the referee have like? You can have goal line technology, but does he have like technology there? Honestly. 20 seconds to go in, and it's just not going to happen. Forest are going to hold this ball as much as they can and hold on to their point, and this is a huge point for them, I think. Yeah, 9 points on 9 games is just abysmal. And this is another example of why Steven Gerrard, he has to go. I'm sorry, but it's just not good enough. Not good enough in the slightest. We play such terrible, boring football, and it's easy. And that is it. That is it. It has finished. Forest 1, Villa 1, and well, what do I even say to that? My days. I'm sorry, but he's got to go. He's got to go. Gerrard is just not good enough. And I know people will be like, well, you've not lost the game. And I'll get a lot of non-Villa fans with comments. And I don't want to hear it because we have made 10-man leads look competent and they nearly won it. And we've made probably the worst team in the Premier League give us a game. We once again struggled to break down a low block. And the only goal came from an Ashley Young long shot. 2 shots on target against the worst team in the Premier League. He's got to go. There is no defence now. And I'm definitely doing a video on TikTok after this. So, guys, if you haven't followed me there, please go and make sure you do. And there will be another Villa rant from me because this is just not good enough. I have tried to be as supportive as I can to Gerrard. And I even said that I hope that we'd win today. And, push on and build and try. But if he doesn't want to play our best players and if he's going to be stubborn and I've been wanting, players like Cameron Archer to play. And his attitude has stunk recently. Mouthing off at reporters and journalists saying, why are you asking me these questions? He wonders why. We're struggling to create chances. 2 shots on target. 2 shots on target is abysmal. Ollie Watkins as well needs to have a proper word with himself, by the way. Abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. And I'm tired. I'm literally a broken record because I say the same things week in, week out, week in, week out, and nothing changes. But I do appreciate you all here today. Honestly, I've loved you all. I know there's been a couple of Forest fans and obviously my usual Villa and everyone else. And I love you all, honestly. You've been amazing. I will be at Villa Park for Villa versus Chelsea. So do expect a vlog from that game. It will be the second vlog ever on this channel if you are interested in that kind of thing. I'm very excited to, I'm going to try and be excited to go for that. Go to that game. But yeah, we'll see. I'm deflated, but I'm used to it at this point, honestly. It just feels like one of those games for Villa. But thank you all for being here. I love you all very much. See you again very soon. And up the Villa.